They come up in an offset eye. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Lacy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They run it again with Lacy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. He sets to, and this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be 1st down, Denver.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal from the 5. They'll run. Anderson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. On 2nd down, Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Virgil Green from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
319,
Rodgers to throw on second down. Deep drop. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. One back is Lacy. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Lacy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Lynch to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just run them and hit.
Penalty, Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Snap count threw the defense off. 5-yard penalty. Comes to Anderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
10th carry now for Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. Green with a catch left side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Virgil Green with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Last week, Charles, I got your thoughts on the touchback now being out to the 25 instead of the 20. In week 1, we saw the Patriots going with the higher kickoff, shorter to try to pin teams back inside the 20. Interesting how some teams may approach that.
And you always have to think about the Patriots as being one of the teams that's going to be on the cutting edge of analytics and how they see things. That old thinking outside of the box, they've done it the entire tenure of that organization, the present regime that we see. So when they're sky kicking it and trying to keep them inside the 25, they're playing the percentages of the farther you have to go to try and score, the better our odds of you not getting there and making a good play ourselves.
Another pistol look here. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Easy.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They run. Anderson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
In the backfield is Anderson. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got him in, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 37. And it is so fun to watch Aaron Rodgers, especially when he airs it out.
It's not just the fact that he can throw it deep. It's how beautiful it looks when he does it. Terrific mechanics, and yes, he's got plenty of arm.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Lynch looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Charles, sidestepping for a minute, looking back to Sunday, we saw some clock management issues. You look at the Indianapolis game, the Dallas game, and how that shook down. But when you're a player or coach in those situations late, how hard is it to be aware of what's going on? Because it's easy for us sitting on the couch to critique.
It's a lot harder than maybe we give credit to because heat of the moment, the anxiety levels have gone sky high, the competitive juices are flowing. A lot of coaches keep cards with them that tell them when to, how you're supposed to use the clock down the stretch. You don't always get the math right. That's why I think a lot of teams now are going to go to having someone designated in the press box to handle clock management issues and advise the head coach because they should be able to think clearer up there rather than down on the sidelines where the heat is really rising.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Getting the call is Anderson running left. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 or 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
In the backfield is Anderson. The play clock's running down. Play action. Now Lynch. Muscles him off. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Switching gears here for a second, partner. A lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games. That gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Detroit at Indianapolis. A lot of people picking Indy to win the AFC South. And one of the trendier picks to make the playoffs, Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat them. And just think how close we were to getting some others. Carolina at Denver, Miami at Seattle, and San Diego, maybe the biggest surprise of the day, how well they played against Kansas City.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing, Lynch. Unable to find Green. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
In the backfield is Anderson. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. They give it to Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a run with Anderson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Lacy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where you're...
Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Lynch to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd down, Lynch. And that is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now the Packers get set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long.
Eddie Lacy, see you later. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain on the play there, second down. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Booker. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go, Lynch on 4th down. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to the ground, Anderson. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting...
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Anderson, and he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and they have regained the lead. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning